My brother's crush yelled herself hoarse at me. My brother has a gorgeous girlfriend. Does yours? My brother's parents are whole and healthy. Are yours? I sneered. My brother would eat dirt. Would yours? That night, my brother came home disheartened after being rejected for the 7th time. He found me crouching by the door, smiling with a face full of flattery. He paused, then asked with weary affection, "What mischief have you been up to now?" The words were barely out when his phone rang. The man on the other end spoke with hesitant frustration. "You win. Okay?" I genuinely couldn't bring myself to eat that stuff. He hung up and called out to me as I tried to sneak back into the house. "Lola Clark, get back here." I flinched. Full name meant he was seriously mad. I shuffled back, head bowed, and looked up at him. My whole body screamed one thing: guilty, bro. I called out sweetly, but his gaze was steady and unwavering. I didn't mean it. Since I was little, I knew my brother was the villain of this story, and his opposite was the hero, Mark Hamilton, who had success in both career and love. Mark had a loudmouthed sister, Tina, who was in my class. Every day, she'd boast in class, "My brother finally got his girl. He has the most beautiful girlfriend now. She bought me so many dresses. I love her." In contrast, one day my brother, Luke, was half an hour late picking me up from school. His eyes were red, and he looked completely lost. I tugged on his sleeve and asked what was wrong. He forced a smile, leaned down, and ruffled my hair. "Nothing, sweetie. Just, the person your brother loves already loves someone else. So what if she does? If you like her, keep going for it." I tilted my head, looking at him. "Are you scared?" After a parent-teacher meeting, Tina, the loudmouth sister, started handing out snacks her parents had prepared. My parents seriously love me and my brother so much. They give me this much food every day. I'm honestly sick of it. Her sharp eyes landed on me. "Lola, why is it always your brother who comes to parent-teacher meetings? Don't your parents care about you?" I put down my textbook and told her honestly, "My brother and I grew up in an orphanage. We don't have parents." "Someone doesn't have parents?" Tina gasped. "Doesn't that mean there are 2 fewer people in the world who love you and your brother? That's so sad." I knew she didn't mean to be malicious, just a little tactless. So I replied, "I have my brother. That's enough." Maybe because we both had older brothers, loudmouth Tina often clung to me. She started and ended every sentence with "my brother." The argument happened that afternoon. Tina said, "It's annoying. The pretty girl is already with my brother, but some clueless person is still asking her out, trying to steal my pretty sister. Since she was insulting my brother, I wasn't going to let it go." We started fighting, and inevitably, the topic returned to our brothers. Tina was smug. "My brother has 20 properties and 7 sports cars. Does yours? My brother has a gorgeous girlfriend. Does yours? My brother's parents are whole and healthy. Are yours?" I was stumped. My brother didn't have any of those things, but I couldn't surrender now. So, I sneered, "My brother would eat dirt. Would yours?" That one sentence killed the conversation. Tina was speechless. When school ended, I saw Mark, the hero, picking up Tina. Tina was clinging to Mark's leg, tearfully trying to force him to eat dirt. I didn't dare watch anymore. I stared straight ahead and walked home, stiff-legged. Uncharacteristically, my brother didn't come to pick me up. Usually, if he couldn't make it, he'd text Mrs. Peterson next door and ask her to grab me when she picked up her grandson. I waited by the school gates for a long time but saw no sign of Luke Clark. Seeing the sky getting dark, I decided to walk home alone. When I arrived, I saw a thick stack of papers on the desk. They included my personal ID information, daily habits, and even detailed notes like "she only eats the leaves of vegetables." A sense of dread crept in. I put down my backpack and secretly slipped into my brother's study. Luke was never cautious with me. I easily opened his computer. The last song playing was "I Once Wished I Were Dead." His recent search history included, "How to leave entire inheritance to minor child."